What is up, guys? It's your boy XX Big Sniper underscore XX, and we're still working on the Bronco. Hence, the channel was like all about working on my Bronco. I got my rocker back in here that I've been goofing with. Oh, don't drop that. And then, see my pushrod checker here? It's adjustable. Make it smaller, make it bigger. So this is what I used to originally measure this length. The process is make sure that this valve is not on a lobe on the cam, meaning that it's on the base circle. And then from there, I put my rocker back on correctly, not upside down. Bang. Get my pedestal nut here. Excuse me. And then I can adjust this push rod to the length that I desire. It's just so lame to adjust. And they make a new version of this that just came out through Summit in the last year. And I really want one. But I don't know if I'm gonna be rebuilding a custom engine anytime soon, so we shall see. So last time I did this, I would pull it out, turn it like that, put it back in, put it all back together. Pull it out, put it back in, put it back in, like that. Oh my gosh, so tedious. Let's see how I like this. Oh, I like red. I'll probably work pretty good. Let's see approximately where we're at here. I know this isn't the most square way to measure, but trying to get a rough guess. 6.3. Then there's a line on both sides. Each turn is 50 thousandths, I believe. Double check that right now. Yeah, about 50 thou. So that was 6.4, 6.45, 6.5, 5.5, 6.0, which is the length that I currently have these at. So my guess, if I had to make one, is that these are slightly too long. I'm gonna go back. It's approximately 5.5, 5.0, and then I tape. Try and keep it approximately at the same length. These things are just like not ideal to use. The new one that they have has like a little set screw and it stays where you want it. Oh my gosh, so lame. They said they want about a half turn. Okay, it's about a half. Let me shorten that up just a little bit. All right, without my big flipping head getting in the way, you can see there's a line right there. You can see it's closer to the inside of the vehicle, meaning that this push rod is too short. I'm gonna do some more adjustments here and continue that process. You can see now, move this out the way, move it out the way. All right, you can see now there's kind of like two overlapping lines and one is slightly closer to the middle. That's because I just adjusted the push rod again and made it slightly longer. I was rotating the crankshaft over until that rocker that pairs with that cylinder is starting to ride up onto the lobe of the cam and off of the base circle, so that I know, in fact, that this rocker that I'm goofing with isn't being affected by the cam, so I can accurately make my measurements. We're so back, baby. We are back. We are back. You'll notice I took the belt off because it's a little easier to crank that hog without it on.
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move.
Where did we leave off? On 0. The old Harbor Freight. It's about as accurate as it gets right here. 6.6, which is what I currently have. Where did I put old Rocky boy? Rocky Balboa. It's just all like mechanic things in here. I'm losing my marbles. Where did I set the rocker, guys? On my ear.
I put it in my pocket.
I literally just had that mug. Ah, of course, that's a great place for it. It's my preload. Man, I feel like I'm right on the money. You can see I got the dial indicator set up on the back of the rocker arm here. And in that, I was just seeing that when I set the preload on this nut here, there's a special name for it. I don't remember what it is. There's a special name for this though. When I set the preload on there, I was trying to measure how far down this rocker arm then pushes the push rod down into the lifter. Right now, I was kind of goofing around with the preload that I wanted, so I was adjusting that nut. Comp Cams recommended 1/2 turn of preload, just for shits and gigs. I was goofing around and I did 1 full turn, and that got me about 40 thousandths worth of depression. You can see the 0 mark on one side, and then the needle's about at 60. It went the wrong way, but that's fine. I'm just looking for the difference. So from 0 to 60 thou is 40 thou difference, and I can do this in real time and you guys can see. So I figured out that this funky offset wrench is super gangster to get up in here. If I loosen this, there was like an 1/8 of a turn, 1/8 of a turn. You should be able to see that needle moving. Yeah. Can't see, my phone's out of the way. Got this hand just barely tight. Grab my push rod. It's still loose, I can spin it. And then I can't see with my preview because it's so pixelated, so I gotta bust out the old flipper on here. Approximately 0 this thing. I already did more precise measurements on this, so this is just dotting the T's and crossing the I's kind of thing here for my own sake of, or peace of mind. So from there it's at 0. There's about an 1/8, 1/4, ooh, 3/8, and there's about a 1/2. We're at about 30 thou. Of travel distance, so I'm pretty okay with that. I really want to be anywhere between 20 thou to 60 thou, and it really depends on the lifter itself and dig call comp, because that's who makes the lifters that I'm using. And they recommended 1/2 turn. 1/2 turn on there gives me about 30 thousandths worth of plunger depression, so I guess that is what it is. The loud noises that I heard must have just been the one rocker arm that the center lock nut wasn't fully adjusted on, so it backed itself off. So ooh, we will get in there and do that. You can see one of those centers inside of there. Like, I can't spin this by hand, which is good. You're not supposed to be able to after it's locked. I do need to get a new gasket for this upper plenum. See, I kind of roached it, taking it off, and I really don't want to risk a vacuum leak because that's just going to make my life terrible. But these gaskets I can reuse because they're nice rubber, hard plastic, metal molded ones. The nice, yeah. Took me a lot longer to set this up in the unique orientation that I'm willing to admit, so it's way too tedious. Got my Allen key here to tighten down that center dealio. And then my wrench to, I don't know why I'm using that one. Let's use a normal one. All right, hold this in the spot here. Tighten down my dealio. I think this center one's like 20 some foot-pounds or something like that. I definitely looked it up at one point when I first set these, and I definitely did that, but obviously we know how that worked because this one was loose. That feels like kind of tight. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Put on some valve covers, I guess. Wipe up my sealing surface here. If you just want to hand me the valve cover, that'd be sweet. Right. I have to get out and grab it myself. Make sure when you're doing this, you kick all the dirt into the valve train from your freaking shoe being in there. It's good for it. Here, hold that. Thank you. I got one bolt started at the top here to help keep this gasket aligned while I fight this in amongst all of the cables and such. Oh, get in now. Watch out. Watch out. Meow. I'm running away.
Meow. Fuck out the way.
Okay. Some Cypress Hill on auxiliary. Talk about good vibrations. These happy little crackers.
Talk about good vibrations. These happy little crackers.
Butter dog. The dog with the butter.
Butter dog. Dude, what the absolute... excuse me, what the actual F are you doing in my house?
Excuse me, what the actual f*** are you doing in my house?
Give her the old shake and bake. Just like your kids when they're born, you're supposed to shake them. You gotta shake the bad stuff out of them. Nice. Uno mas. All right, swag, got that one started. I set my inch-pound torque wrench to what would be 7 foot-pounds, 84 inch-pounds. So I'm gonna see if I can test myself at about 7 foot-pounds. Pretty close. These are obviously very different lengths. This one's like twice the length, so my feel is gonna be slightly off. Go right there. Let's see. Test time. Run out of real estate. Pretty close. I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt on that one because I'm the teacher and I can do that. I'm gonna go click. Ooh, that's even closer. I'm getting better. Click. It looks like I'm exerting a lot of force on this, but it's freaking like, ooh, that was close. Like a 6-inch freaking tiny ratchet, so I don't know if I got very far on this one, but I'll just jump straight to this. I don't care anymore. Alright, I'm alright with that. Alright, bang, 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 and then... Ooh, that was pretty close. Alright, swag. Passenger side valve cover officially on! Heating up, balls back, heating up. Hookah truck. Need to tighten this mug down. It's kind of not super cash money. But it's a great time to do it because I have the valve cover off. When I repaired this, welded a washer on there and painted it all up nice and pretty like. It's so funny, I moved all the stuff over here on this side to like get out of the way when I was on the other side. And now I'm over here and it's all in the way. Crank this hog. Maybe it just needs a couple more washers on the inside. I just had this old like baby wipe thing full of a bunch of washers. So fun. Block washers are a scam. Big washer wants you to think they work. Big washer doesn't want you to know that these don't really work. It's all right. I'll buy into their propaganda. How about I take a propaganda? That was not the right size. Oh, it's on the ground now. Like, tell me this isn't a good one. I mean, I'll use that someday for sure. Or this one. This one's also pretty fun. Definitely gonna use that one eventually. We'll just use this like big honking one and just roll with it. I don't even care. We're gonna use this comically large split washer here because why not? It's free country. I can do whatever I want. One sneaky trick that Big washer doesn't want you to know. Oh, and I'm grabbing the wrong size of wrench. It's almost like they should say what size they are on them, so you could like just quickly identify the right one. That'd be so sweet. This is like actually doing something here. Look at that. Officially repaired. Good job, team. All right. Woo. I guess I can put the other valve cover on. Even though I didn't take it off in that order, doesn't really matter. Why not? Let's get crazy. Let's start with the top dog here. Plug. Oh, I'm about to put it on backwards. That's just how crazy I am. White monster. Haha. To a guy like me, it's just white. Click. Click. I should just put valve covers on for a living. That'd be so fun. I'm kind of at a standstill right now. I need that gasket for the plenum. Let's see, what can I do here? I can put the belt back on. Do I want to do that right now? Sure, let's put that back on. Why not? We can do that. All right, I'm gonna clean up my area and then we'll do that. All right, we're on. I got some baby zip ties for those routing trays here. So another issue I had with these valve covers is they're slightly wider than these trays are, which is why I did not just use studs like it was previously. Standard the battery tray, lean on the alternator. Man, it's the little stuff like this that just really makes it come together. You know, the white zip ties. Like, you know, when you're busting out the white Home Depot special zip ties, it's a project. And then make sure when you're cutting these zip ties, you cut them at a 45-degree angle, so the next time someone comes in here, they just absolutely cut the absolute shit out of their hand. That's always a really appreciated move in the mechanic world. I love reaching into an engine bay and just coming out looking like I just got done punching a brick wall. Man, there's some super sad looking brake lines over here. I'll tell you what. Good thing I know a guy. Come on, go in the hole. Come on, just go in the hole. This big bundle's all up in the way. I can see it. Of course, I threw my pliers away. What am I gonna do? Might just have to give up. I think I'm just gonna give up. This is the end of the channel right here. Or I could just go grab them. Could do that. Or I could give up. And if I gave up, it would be really easy. Or I could cheat. Let's use 2 zip ties. Holy smokes, I'm getting my money up. Man, it's so much easier to like use the wrong tool for a really long time than to just go grab the right one. I love this game. This is like mechanic on expert mode. How can you make the wrong tool work? Because the other one is like 6 feet away. I'm giving up. I'll grab the right tool. It'll actually make this work. Oh, we got the extendo reach and extendo reach bent, boys. And it is so dark in there, I can't see a dang thing. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh no, I put it in backwards. Freaking silly guy. All right, take 2. We're back. Listen for the zip. Yeah, there's a zip. All right, so I think that's gonna be it for today. I gotta wait to get a new gasket for the upper intake anyways, so I'm at a good spot here. Get valve covers back on, torque down. Routing trays on both sides of the engine here, zip tied back down. You guys got to see some sweet valve train clearances and double checking push rod length and investigating plunge depth and preload and the interdependencies between them. I have a lot of electrical shit to hook back up here, but thank goodness I can't really do that until I have the new gasket for the upper intake. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today, and thanks for tuning in. I'll catch y'all on the flip.